It's always important to look at the higher time frame. The reason being is the shorter time frames may paint a picture that gives you an impression that the stock will move in a specific direction. Perhaps you're looking for a pattern, or you are looking at support or resistance lines, or using a moving average like I do. But it can be misleading and get you involved in a trade which has a higher likelihood that it will get stopped out. So looking at the charts here, today I was trading options on QQQ, which is the NASDAQ ETF. I had my eyes on the 2-minute, but what was driving my bias for the day as well as for the shorter 1-hour trading session was actually the 15-minute time frame. So if you're looking at the 2-minute right now, at the time, the sell-off had occurred. And in my mind, I was thinking, okay, there might be some more room, but I want to see if this starts to become strong and starts moving towards the upside. But if it is going to provide me a short setup, that I would like to be there and I need confirmation. And there's a couple ways that I determined confirmation. One of the ways, which I've just mentioned at the beginning of this video, is looking at the higher time frame. So beginning with the daily, if we take a look, the way that the candles have opened up today, I'm going to remove those lines. It was a bearish day. So at one point, this was yesterday's close, and today it opened this way. And because it's covering so much of the latter portion of where the red candle closed from the previous day, my anticipation was, a bearish move. And also there's a double top here. Then I also determined my bias based on the 15-minute time frame. So if I zoom out here and bring back those lines, if you zoom out, you'll see that there was a ton of room today. If we broke specific levels, such as this 478.30 level, or the 477.60 level, and lastly the 476.24 level, there was a high likelihood there would be a strong momentum down. So this 15-minute time frame really helped me determine the bias. So as the stock was moving up, because at one point this was a full red candle, and it started to retrace higher, I started to look at the next time frame below, which is the 5-minute. And because the 2-minute was showing me a lot of bullish momentum, started moving above the moving average, but the 5-minute is what I was utilizing predominantly for my execution. And once I started seeing that, okay, this level here just below the red line where the moving average also meets, if I see some sort of bearish candle, that'll be my first confirmation that this trade is ready to go down for another continuation or a second leg. And the second confirmation would be that I wanted to break at least 478.50. Going back to the 2-minute time frame, this is what it would look like. So that level here was the same red line here where the moving average would have been on the 5-minute. And I saw this rejection. I knew that this is a level where I can place my stop loss, because it goes above this level. I know I've lost the trade's over. But I also wanted to break this 478.40 to 50 level. And once I started seeing this red candle appear, that's when I executed on my trade. I took the 477 puts, and I was risking about 15 cents. I got out really early, but I was happy with my results because I got about 25 cents. So the risk reward was something I was satisfied with. This went crazy. The premiums went, I got a fill price to close the sale at $1. These premiums went to like $1.30 to $1.50 and even further, because this move was continuing down. I was a little bit nervous to hold this trade, especially because of these lines. Originally, they were concerning the beginning of the market open. So the same sort of sentiment is what I held over on this trade opportunity that I took. Having said that, it's good that to wrap up this session, this recap is to ensure that you're looking at the higher time frame to confirm your entries so that you're short-term bias aligns with the higher time frame, and that's where the bigger moves are usually occurring. And then take your trade and be as objective as possible, set your levels. Yeah, if you gain value from this video, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming videos. I post lessons, daily trading recaps, my entries and exits, live trades, and I plan to post a lot more content, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And if you found some value, please don't hesitate to comment below. On to the next live trading video. Market's been weak today. I was watching this original sell-off, but I didn't take any trades because of these levels marked in blue. And these are just levels based on support. Areas where there have been bottoming tails, and I was anticipating some sort of rejection. But now that we've broken these levels, I want to see if we can hang below 479. And if we stay below 479 and start to look weak, I might take a short position here. This is the void that I'd be looking at, and if we get below 476.25, then there's a lot more room below that. Just want to make sure I get in at the right time, playing the 477 puts. That's what I have my eyes on. The daily also, bias-wise, looks bearish. And according to the Pacific Standard Time, we just hit 7 a.m. just recently. I'm going to take a look and see how this 5-minute closes. And if we get another green candle here, I'm not going to take the short trade. If we do start getting lower, below 478.50, I'm looking to get into this trade. Just going to mark some levels here. This could be a potential stop area, actually. That would be about a 2-to-1 if it starts continuing down towards 476.50. What concerns me right now in the 2-minute is that it made its way above the 20 moving average. So it's a sign of strength, but the 5-minute's still weak. The 15-minute also has a large bottoming tail, but there are sellers there and buyers have just creeped up a little bit. If we do trigger here at 478.10 for a sell setup, that would be a pretty decent trade, but I just want to wait for that confirmation. Might get early to see if I can get a better price on the options premium, but I'm not 100% sure right now. We might test this 479 level, which may require an adjustment to my stop area. Yeah, I'm going to move my stop loss to 479 just to give it some room. Say 479.25. Gonna wait for the 5-minute candle to close here. I want to see if it's going to be bearish on continuation. The reason I'm putting my potential stop loss there because I haven't yet entered the trade, simply because it's like a psychological number and because the moving average, it's just slightly above it. But I want to see how it tests this level. It just tested it right now. Trying to see if we can get confirmation on a short play. Right now it's bearish on the shorter time frames, but it's still, it's bullish on the 2-minute time frame, but it's still below the moving averages on the higher time frames. And because of the double top here on the daily, I would not be surprised if this goes all the way down to 473 today. Just about a minute left here for the 5-minute closes.
Okay.
Okay, the 5-minute close with a doji slash higher wick. Order, sir. Okay, I've entered the trade. What I need to see is for this to break that level and start to go below 478. And then ideally get at least to 477. I'm up about 15% now. I think this is time to take profits. I'm not sure how far this is going to go. See if it fills me here. Just trying to get $1 on the premium. It'll hit $1. There we go. Just got filled. Just got about 25 cents on that move. Premiums have moved another 10 cents, but I'm happy with the result.